make another video about this whole black woman shit going on. So I'm gonna make another video, okay? A lot of black men say that black women like thugs. Well, I'll tell you, I lived in the white societies. All white women like thugs too. All women are the fucking same, man. My brother I didn't really dress black. I was very whitewashed till grade 6. I still am whitewashed. But I kind of went into that phase where, you know, you want to be someone you're not. And I started dressing like a thug. My brother gave me this colorful Bape jacket. And women, I remember I had a girlfriend and she always wanted me to wear it. Or girls would always stare at me. They loved when I wore this fucking jacket. You know? So, and they're white women, right? White girls. So, because we were kids back then. Yeah, they say. So I told you, it's another excuse these psychopathic black men are doing to blame black women for their problems. Now I'll say another thing. Alright, I was saying this to myself because I actually talk to ghosts and spirits at night because they always hang around me. I don't know why, but oh yeah, because I have the Holy Spirit on me, or because ghosts, they always try to get redeemed, so they kind of follow you around. Or when you give money to homeless people, they're like angels, and they're spirits and angels. They kind of like follow you around and stuff, and they like bless you. And they kind of like latch onto you. I don't know why, or protect you. But I was saying to this guy, to my friend, he's a white guy and he has a child, you know. And I'll tell you something too. They say black women destroyed the black community. No, man, I lived in the white societies. Rap music destroyed white people too. Yes, a lot of white people have identity crises, and I told you, when we graduate, I hit my nigger wake-up call, and white people hit the nigger wake-up call too, is when they realize that listening to that fucking music it will fuck you up. And I was talking to this other white guy I saw in a while, and this guy would always listen to rap music and lift weights. You know, he'd kind of say racist things sometimes, but, you know, he's one of those white guys who are like, say racist things, but they're actually listening to rap music, you know? But I see him like, his life sucked, and white people are very privileged, and I believe in white society, white people shouldn't really be poor or anything, but he's saying like his life sucked, and like, yeah, it's probably, I didn't say it to him, but it was probably that, I believe it was that rap music he was listening to, man. Like, rap went to trash not too long ago, man, and I saw it was like in 2007 it went or 2008, the Illuminati and these Zionist Jews took over and they corrupted it and turned it into some nonsense. But yes, black men, you destroyed white people's lives too, from that music. You talk about, I don't want to get into that, but what I was trying to say is I was talking to this white guy. I was saying the nigger wake-up call. Yes, the nigger wake-up call is when I always knew I was going to hit it. I just always like to live the good life, is when you kind of realize that you're just a nigger and life is tough. And white people hit the same thing too. It's like a lot of white people in the white society, I had friends where they actually look up to black people, and that music, you know, they realize that a lot of them they live in big houses and they're rich, and they just, you know, they have to understand that just ride the white privilege, man. Don't, you know, sometimes you have to I stepped away from rap music, you know, in 2000, I like old school, I like old school, but the new rap music, you could tell it changed, okay? But what I was saying is, the guy he has a child right? And I always told him this. I told him this over and over again. Like, I just kept telling him that, just please don't, I even said it, like, he got mad, but I just said, don't ever, you could leave a man or a boy, you could leave a boy alone, like, you could abandon a boy, if, I understand sometimes it's rough for men out there, but one thing you should never do, like, what I'm trying to say is the whole, black men are saying, oh, black women like thug, they're blaming black women again, right? So, we all know that black men don't really tend to be around too much. But what I was telling this white guy is, one thing a dad should never do is leave a daughter alone. Like, never abandon your daughter. Or At least be in your daughter's life. At least let your daughter see you once a year. At least. So your daughter will know who her father is. Even if you're not... I'm not saying be... I wasn't telling him being like the best father. Oh, you know, prove that you could do it. No, I was saying... let your daughter know the type of man to stay the fuck away from. As in, even if you see your daughter once a year and you give your daughter a little crappy present, at least let your daughter know the man to stay away from. Now, that all goes back into the black men who say, oh, black women have to choose the right father or the right man and all this. They don't choose the... Well, it all goes back to what I just said. A lot of black men leave their fucking kids, and like I said, it pisses me off when a man should always at least be in your daughter's life at least once a year, man. So your daughter will know the man to stay away from, okay? Now, you say, oh, black women like thugs. Well, there's no father in their lives, man. There's no father, no black... A lot of these black girls, a lot of people don't know, these black girls grow up without knowing who their father... The men... I think they did a study where most women usually choose a man who looks like their father or kind of has the traits of their father. You know, they choose... Usually they marry or they date men who kind of have the traits of their father. Or usually marry, I think, of the traits... Or something that... They're kind of similar to their father in some sort of way. You know? Because growing up with a father kind of lets you know who to stay away from and who to stay with, right? So, a lot of black men, they're kind of saying, oh, black women like thugs, black women don't choose the right partner. Well, they don't know who to choose from, right? Rap music tells women to act like whores to get men, especially black men, okay? And there's a lot... I realize that a lot of black women actually look up to black men. They do. And they want you to like them, but you don't do it, man. And, you know, you can't really blame black women for what... Yeah, you can, but really, I was really thinking about it, and you can't. Because I told you, like, I was thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, it's mostly... You should never leave at least be in your daughter's life, at least... Even if it's once every fucking 5 years, man. 10 years. You have to make sure your daughter knows the man to stay with or to stay away. Even, I'm not saying be Mr. Especially black men, I understand. You know, it's okay, you know, you're going through troubles, right? Because the society is obviously racist. But at least don't just run away from a dog. Like, you can run away from a boy. Like, I mean, I'm not saying you should, but I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't, but for me, I actually just really don't like when a woman or a daughter, or what do you call it? Girl? Yeah, a girl grows up without knowing who her father is. And I think a lot of black girls grow up like that. And like black men, black boys, but it's okay, like, come on, boys, it's kind of fine. You know, because we're boys, you know, we could do it. Like, yeah, you could cry every fucking, you know, once in a blue moon. Oh, I never had a father, but, you know, fathers always will leave. But one thing as man to man, you should never, ever, you shouldn't. You should always be, at least, let your daughter see, even if, like I said, I'm not saying you should be a super dad, but at least give your daughter a gift every, like, 1 year. You know, saying, even letting your daughter know who you are and who she should choose and who she shouldn't choose from. You know, instead of just leaving her on her own. And I think a lot of black women act the way they do is because they like thugs, is because they never had a father to fucking see and to know who to choose, right? So like I said, it all goes back to these crazy ass fucking psychopathic black men who seem to love their oppressor too much, and they may deny it, but they probably do. And it's pretty sad, and it's heartbreaking how, you know, a lot of they just, man. I'm done. And black women, all you can do, all I know is what women have the trait. Women are always good at destroying a pig or a man's fucking goal. Like, usually, women are always good at kind of destroying a a man's plan when his plan is very wicked. So what black women, don't get mad, just make just at least make videos warning other women to stay away from black men. Because tell them that what really you go through, and the proof is there, and the statistics are there. It's all there, okay? And you have to tell other races of women to stay away from black men. Like, you have to tell the other, don't let them destroy your fucking, your thing and jump the boat. Like they jump the boat on their fucking kids all the fucking time. Even on white fucking kids, they do that. You can look up the statistics. So it's the same, it's all up to you, black woman. You have to, don't, like a lot of these racist white supremacists, they like you, when they do their little racist games, they like you to be led. You have to just go the other way, and I'm telling you, the one thing you should do, don't just be like what I just said. I meant like, just give them the warning. Don't be like, oh, don't date them. No, I said give them the warning of what they're about to walk into. That's all I have to say. Good luck.